Thank you for joining this Quantum Security Defense webinar. What you need to know about CBOMs and SBOMs. Marin Ivezic is the founder of Applied Quantum, a consulting firm dedicated to helping organizations prepare for the opportunities and threats of quantum technology. Former quantum entrepreneur, he previously led cybersecurity and quantum technology practices at Big Four firms as well as at IBM and Accenture, and he also served as a CISO and CTO at Fortune Global 500 companies. With over 3 decades of relevant experience and over a decade of experience working on quantum readiness initiatives with governments and critical infrastructure organizations, Marin specializes in bridging the gap between cutting-edge innovations and practical cybersecurity strategy. Catharina is a senior ICT architect at EWB Bern, co-founder of Quantum Scouts APs. She is helping organizations navigate complex IT landscapes through enterprise architecture, cybersecurity, and post-quantum readiness. Matous studied business management at Queen Mary, University of London, and subsequently completed a master's degree in management and organizational analysis at Warwick Business School, University of Warwick. He has more than 15 years of experience in technology consulting and over 9 years of experience in cybersecurity consulting. He began his career at Accenture Czech Republic, later continued at PwC Czech Republic, and is currently active in post-quantum cryptography and cybersecurity consulting. He is also the founder of CyberCon Group. Daniel Herzinger holds a Master of Science in Computer Science. He started working on post-quantum cryptography, PQC, and their adoption into real-world scenarios during his master's thesis in 2020, together with the German IT security company Genua, where he started his IT security journey in 2015. After finishing his studies, he first dived into supporting customers with securing their IT and OT infrastructures at Genua's consulting department for 2 years. He then indulged in his passion for PQC by joining the research group in 2023, focusing on the transition of complex systems and infrastructures to quantum resistance.
Hi, everyone. Anna, thank you so much for the introduction. I really appreciate it. I appreciate being here. I hope then that the discussion afterwards, based on the use case, is going to be sort of filled with, the information for everyone in here sort of to take away and to use. And then perhaps also some, let's say, challenges and some takeaways, for everyone, to think about later on once when we finish with the session. So when it comes to the use case, basically right now I'm involved in a project which is part of initiative that is from the European Cybersecurity Shield creation. It's under the ECCC, obviously, in terms of the EU and so on. And the project is basically based in a large bank, which is part of, banking network across Europe. And basically what we do here is we are looking at the quantum computing threat, especially the PQC, and how to get ready for it. So what we do is obviously we do the analysis and so on of the environment, and then we are building the migration roadmap and we are actually executing the migration. And these things, we are doing it now for about 1.5 years. So it's quite some time, I would say. And I think it's nicely seen from the perspective of when we started, how the PQC was perceived, and, when was the let's say, assumption that the sufficiently strong quantum computer is going to be, let's say, out there in the world, and basically from the perspective of harvest now, decrypt later, but also from the perspective, let's say, of harvest now and forge later and all those concepts. And it was always saying, it's going to be, within the next 10 years and so on. But as you were saying, also this morning, in the US government, signed a decree, and also based on, let's say Cloudflare, based on Google and all those big, companies and tech giants that are shortening when they are going to be ready from the perspective of the quantum threat. It can be seen that it's, really, really speeding up the time when the organization should be ready. So when we started, it was very much thing that would be, let's say, not at the top priority from the perspective, at least, of the Czech market. Nowadays, this is changing, and you can see it everywhere. And for us, is obviously the challenge is, especially when we are talking about the CBOM, and that is, let's say, in a way that, yes, you can create the CBOM. Obviously, the problem is what tools are you going to use? Yeah, for which sort of cases of wherever you're running, your environment, be it, in-house / on-prem, be it in cloud. Then together with that, obviously, as you were saying, you have, as you are an organization, you keep moving forward. So meanwhile, you're creating new software, you are bringing in new sort of vendors, new software from the vendors. And then obviously, you have certain blind spots as well, that no matter what you do, if you do, let's say, automatic scanning and automation, that simply you don't reach it. So this is something that we are dealing with, and we are really, like looking at it, and basically are implementing in a way that we look at the whole sort of, let's say, life cycle and the whole thing.
Thank you for watching this preview. The entire presentation and over 150 quantum and advanced AI presentations from industry leaders are available on QSECDEF. Search for Quantum Security Defense to find out more.